Welcome back, and in this class just I'm going to create a new text in this scene. So I'm going to take a new composition and rename it as text, and just I need to take a new text and type it as burger, and just always use this font, the finger food demo. Just I'm using this font. Just now I need to take a new solid, and just I need to take a new effect called Venetian binds in the transition. So what this Venetian bind means, just this Venetian binds will cut this solid into the pieces. I want to change the direction a little bit, and now I need to animate this width over because I need an animation in this burger. So I'm going to keyframe this width over here and go to the 10th frame, and just increase the value a little bit up, and just I need to give the value of 20 because the first value, initial value of the Venetian bind is 20. So, and just select all the keyframes and press F9, and I want to make it as ease and base, and just now press Alt over here and click this arrow over here. Just I need to take just an expression over here and select loop out. So just in this timeline this animation will play the continuously, and just once turn on this white solid, and just I need to animate this text over here because I want this burger and text animation should animate continuously. So I'm clicking this animate button over here, and I want to take a scale, and just see the range selector and scale is appeared here. So I want to keyframe the scale over here and just go to the 10th frame, and I want to increase the scale a little bit to 140, and again go to the 20th frame, just reduce the value to 100. So select all the keyframes as usual and give it as, make it as ease and ease, and just press Alt in PC and Option in Mac, and now you can see this arrow, and just I need to give the same expression, just loop out. Alright, and just now turn on this white solid, and I want this Venetian bind should be inserted into this text, so that just here some track maps are there. Initially just I need to take this and see Venetian binds is inserted into this text. Just alright, just now I need to select this both of these layers, and just before doing that just I want to add something else. Just go back once, and I want to add some wrapping wave, little bit wave effect over here. Just go to the effects and presets, and just I want to take this wave wrap here and give the wave height to some 6, and just increase the wave width to some 50. Just I want to change the direction a little bit, some around 110 to 120, and increase the wave speed little bit up and make it as 3. That's alright. Just turn on the unsolo and select the burger, and just now go back and make it as alphabet, and now we can see the result. And once select both the layers and pre-comp this and make it as text burger pre-comp. Alright, just again go back into this pre-comp. Just I want to duplicate this text, Control C, go to the edit and copy, come back to this composition. Just I need to paste this one, so I'm going to change this color over here, and just initially it's red. Just I want to change this color from red to just some bluish color, and just I want to animate this color over here. Just go to the effects and go to the fill. Just I need to animate this one, and just after going to some 10th frame, just again I need to change this color. Just go to some 5th frame and give it some greenish color. Again go to some 10th frame, so give it some blue color. That's alright. Just and select all the keyframes and make it as ease in ease, and select this button over here and make it as loop out. The animation will have continuous some flicking effect over here, and select this text burger over here. Just I need to change this color from black to some other color. Some go to the again go I have to take one more fill and make it as some green color. Alright, and just go to the stylize and add some one more effect called rough edges and decrease the border value to 2. I don't want to touch any other things in rough edges, everything is fine. And now pre-comp this burger and the text pre-comp and make it as text pre-comp. Just I need to add one more effect called the drop shadow effect. Just go to the layer and add a drop shadow from it and tweak the distance settings here. Just it's 5. Just I need very the long shadow should be in little bit more distance from our object. And just now I need to increase the opacity to make it to 100. Just initially it's in black color, and just go to the alright, select all these keyframes and convert these keyframes into ease and ease, and just again I want to write an expression from here. Just click this arrow and select loop out expression. Alright, it's looking cool. And just now I need to give the rough edges one more time. Decrease the border value a little bit and make it 2 to 3. It's looking cool. And just go back to our main composition and drag the text to here, and I want this animation to start exactly at the 70th frame. Just want to solo it and check how it's the drop shadow animation and everything is looking. The scaling animation and drop shadow animation, just it's looking fine. And I want this text animation to start around from the frame 70th frame. Alright, just I want to place this one at the bottom. Yes, the bottom to this burger. And just I need to animate the position Y to this burger. I need to animate this text animation. Just initially, just I want to start it from 69th frame. Just go to 75th frame. Just I want to keyframe over here, and the first frame on the 69th frame, just I need this text animation should come from negative Y direction. So I'm giving this some huge amount of the Y position, and again go back to some 80th frame. Just I need the Y position should go around positive Y direction, so I'm giving the value is very low, decreasing the value of Y position low, little bit low. And just again I'm going to 85th frame. I'm increasing the value of the Y direction, so it's coming little bit down till it touches the composition border. And now I'm going to 90th frame and give the same value of how it's looking in the 75th position. The value is 888, so I'm giving the same exact value in the 19th frame, 888. Alright, and select all the keyframes and convert it into ease and ease. And just before checking, just I want to turn it on into motion blur, and now we can see the result. Alright, it's looking cool. And just now I need to add one more effect here. Under this burger is some boom animation. It will give you some very cool looking effect when this burger text animation is playing. So I want to take a new composition and just type boom animation and go to the composition and take a new solid over here. And just I want, with the help of this pen tool, and I have to create some custom shapes here. Alright, and just now I need to animate this boom animation with the help of scale. So before doing that, just I want to adjust this pan point over here. The shortcut is Y, and adjust this pan point over here and bring back it to the center, and just go to the scale. So initially it should be 0, the keyframe value should be 0, and go to around some 7th frame and make it 200, and again go back to some 10th to 11th frame, and I want to remain this value as 100 position. Just I don't want to change anything else. And again go back to the 18th frame. Just I want to decrease this scale to 0. Just alright. We finished this animation. Now this boom animation is looking very cool. And just go back to our main composition, and just I want to drag this boom animation. Select this boom animation and drag into this main composition. Just it should start from around the frame 76th, because our text animation is started at frame around 70, so it should start around some 5 to 6 frames late. So place this under this text animation. And scale it a little bit down, and just I need to take 2 more duplicates for this boom animation. And give some orange color like this, and duplicate one more time, and the second boom starts, and maintain the time offset at least 1 frame. And I want to change this second boom animation color to some black color, and duplicate one more time, Ctrl D, and place this 1 frame late to the second boom animation. And just I need to change this third boom animation color, and just I want to give it this color to red color. Just once play the result. Yes. Alright, just welcome back. And in this class, just I need to add some additional noise under this burger. So I want to take one new solid, rename it as additional noise, drag this very bottom, and just once solo it, and I want to take a new effect called fractal noise. Just here, basically just I want to go to the transform, and I want to uncheck the uniform scale, increase the width and the height manually. So I'm going to increase the height, tweak the settings over the width over the here. Alright, and I want to adjust the contrast settings over here, and the brightness also very little bit. From soft linear, just I need to take it to some spline. Alright, just it's looking static, it's not at all animating, so I want to animate this guy. I need to write an expression called time multiplies by 200. So I want this animation to look a little bit speed, so I'm taking the highest value. So it's multiplying this time multiplies 200 means it will multiplies this into 200 times, and just I need to play it once. Still I need more, so I want to take it the value from 200 to 500. Alright, it's looking cool. Just I need to tweak the settings over here a little bit, this contrast and the brightness, and once unsolo it, just toggle the switches, and just I can see the color modes over here, and go to the soft light over here, and now we are seeing this noise is merged into this scene, and I need to go to the opacity, and I want to decrease the opacity a little bit, make it around some 50 like that. Once we can play this one. Alright, after adding this, it's giving some additional feel to this scene. Welcome back. Now I need to change the color correction to the entire scene, so I'm going to take a new adjustment layer and place it at the top. I want to rename it as color correction. And go to the color correction and take the curves, and I want to drag this graph little bit up. And just before the color correction curves, just I need to add one more effect called tint. The amount is 100%, just I don't need 100%. I want to reduce the amount to some around 25 to 30%, and it's looking like a black and white color. Just I don't need this black and white color. Alright, once we will play this result, just now I need to add a little bit shake and vibrant moment for this scene. So for that I need to take one adjustment layer and rename it as vibrant animation, and place it below this adjustment layer, And now I go to the distort effect and I want to select a transform over here, and just I want to keyframe the position and the rotation, and just once go to the effects over here in the timeline, and just after reaching some 5 frames, just I need to animate very low values over here, just 540.7, and the rotation just I need to give some 0.7, and again go to some 10th frame, just give it 540, and rotation give the value to 0. Select all the keyframes and press F9. Alright, just I need to give an expression, same expression like loop out, and select the rotation also. Repeat the same process. And once we can check the result, see we are having very slight vibrant and shake animation over here. It's looking cool and I'm happy. Just this result is enough for me. And the next thing I want to take is, the next one I want to do is just I want to add some flickering effect in this background. So for that I need to take one solid over here and make it as, select it as a black solid and rename it as flicker animation. Alright, just I need to take one effect called Venetian binds, which previously I shown you. Just go to the transition and select the Venetian binds and increase the transition completion over here, and just I want to change the direction a little bit. I need some 60 degrees angle and increase the width over here. Just I need very long cuts. Okay, alright, I need to increase the feather over here. I want to add a turbulent displace over here. Reduce the amount to some 20 and size to around some 25. Once solo it. And just go to the color modes and I want to put it in soft light and reduce the opacity a little bit and decrease the opacity to some around 50% like that. Alright, just once turn it out, you will feel some difference, and I want to animate the opacity over here. So go to some 10th frame and reduce it to some 0, and again go to 20th frame and bring back the opacity to 50. Apply the same expression there, and once we can check it. Alright, the flickering effect is looking cool. Welcome back, and everything I finished in this scene. So just now I need to create one transition. So before doing that, just I need to select everything other than adjustment layer and color correction, and I want to pre-comp this one and rename it to scene 1. Alright, now I need to have one transition. I want to jump into another scene with the help of transition. So I'm going to create a new transition in this class. Just I'm going to take a new composition for creating a new transition. and make it as transition. And I want to take a new solid. I want to slice it with the help of the mask tool. Slice it to the half portion, and just I want to keyframe the mask path over here. Just go to some 10 frames, and initial keyframe should be animate from left side to right side. And now go to the effects and presets. And now go to the effects and presets, and I want to bring back the turbulent displace and drag into the white solid, and just turn on the transparent mode and decrease the amount to some 20 and size to around some 40. Alright, just I want this evolution to animate. Now it's looking static. For that reason, instead of keyframing, just I want to give an expression, and go to the turbulent displace and press Alt in PC and Option in Mac and write an expression. Time multiplies 200. And now we can see the evolution is animating here. And I need to take one more effect called matte choker. And just once turn it on, see how it's looking with the matte choker and without matte choker. Alright, and now just I need to duplicate this solid, and I want to flip it over here for the other direction. For that I'm going to transform and select the flip horizontal over here. Alright, just we finished this one. Now I need to select both the white solid and go to the layer and recomp this one and rename it as transition recomp 1. Just we finished this one, and once go to the main composition and go to this scene. So here I'm using just one solo this background texture over here. I'm using this paper texture over here. Just I need to copy this texture into this transition. Just go to this paper texture and copy it. Just why I am doing means because this frame is starting with this texture. So at the same time the scene 2 also should start with the same texture. For that reason I am using the paper texture. So go to the transition. Paste it over here. Control V the paper and drop this paper texture under to this transition recomp, and just once toggle the switcher modes, and now I can see the alpha matte over here. It's alright, it's looking cool. And one more thing, again I need to go back to the scene 1, and here just we created this with the help of noise, fractal noise. We created this additional noise. Just I need to copy this texture also, because in the starting frame we are having this animated additional noise texture is there. So for that reason I am going to take this additional noise in the transition. Just copy this one and go to the transition. Just now I need to copy here noise texture over here. Control V. I want to pre-comp both these layers and rename it to paper texture with big noise, and just turn it on the transition pre-comp, and I need to select the alphabet over here, and now we can check that this transition is having with the additional noise background animation. And once select both of this, and again I need to pre-comp this one, rename it as transition pre-comp 3. Alright, now we finished this one, and again I need to take some duplicates over here, for just because I want to take this transition into the next level. So I'm duplicating this one. I placed these layers with the different time offsets. For the first one I don't want to change this color. For the second and the third I want to change the color. Just go to the effects and presets and type tint. Once solo it and give it some red color like this, and select the third layer over here, and again I want to drag a tint. This time I need to give some orange color. It's looking dark, just I need to give very light orange color. Alright, once unsolo it and check how the result is looking. It's looking cool. And just I need to add one drop shadow for all these layers, and go to the layer styles. Let's go to the drop shadow. Once solo it and go to the drop shadow and tweak the settings and increase the opacity to 100% and increase the distance a little bit up, and increase the size and as well, and increase the spread as well. And just copy the drop shadow and paste it to the rest of the layers. Alright, it's looking cool, and now I need to go to the main composition. Just I need to drag this transition here, and drag it below the color correction and adjustment layer. Alright, when the scene is completed I want this transition to start. The transition should start from the 4 seconds like that. Once check it, cool. See the first frame how it's looking, and same the last frame is also looking. For that reason I used to prepare this transition in this way. Alright, we completed this class. In the next class we are going to create the scene 2. Alright, welcome back. Just before creating the scene 2, just I want to organize this scene. So I want to place all this composition in one folder called as composite comps. So I want to select all these compositions and I want to place in a new folder called comps. First of all I need to create a new folder over here and write it compositions. And drag all the composition over here and drag this comps folder under this composition. Alright, now the scene is in organized way, and just now I need to duplicate this scene here. So go to our compositions and search for scene and duplicate here, Ctrl+D and Command D in Mac. Just jump into the scene 2 And first of all, I need to change this burger over here. Instead of this burger, just I need to go to this textures, and I want to take this fried chicken over here instead of this burger. So first of all, go to this main burger composition and go into that. So type burger main composition and duplicate that one and jump into that one, and I want to rename it as fried chicken. And just type burger over here. Just duplicate this burger from here, Control plus D, and jump into that and rename it here as fried chicken. Just I want to drag this image, fried chicken image here. Alright, now just press Alt in this layer and drag this fried chicken into this layer, and now it's replaced. This mask is applying to this new layer also, so I want to delete this mask, and I want to take with the help of pen tool, just I want to cut this fried chicken. Alright, just now I need to apply a new effect called matte choker and increase this choke softness up a little bit. Alright, it's looking cool. Now the edges are very clear, and go back to our main composition. Just I need to drag this fried chicken comp in the place of this burger and replace this one. Type fried chicken. So this is the main comp over here. Go to this fried chicken main comp, and I want to replace this fried chicken. In this fried chicken we are having this burger. Just I want to replace this burger with the fried chicken. So press Alt in PC and press Option in Mac and drag this fried chicken over into this burger layer. Alright, now it's totally replaced, and just I need to color correct this one little bit. Sorry, I want to decrease the graph size little bit because here the exposure is here the brightness is a little bit up, and again I need to go to one color correction and I need to take one exposure. Drag this white pixel right side point over here. It reduces the brightness little bit. Cool, I'm happy with this result. And now go to the scene 2 once, and again type fried chicken comp 2, and this is the main burger. Just I need to replace this burger with this fried chicken comp. Just drag over here, press. So I want to scale this fried chicken first of all, and I have to place this exactly in the center of this composition. And now I need to duplicate this one, place this little bit, because I have to maintain the different time offsets as which I have done before in the scene 1. Just pull it a little bit up and duplicate one more time, place this, and I need to change the colors over here. Go to the color correction and apply the tint, and just I want to take a red color. For this one I don't need the long shadow, so I'm going to deleting that one. and decrease the amount into very little bit and make it to around some 60% like that. Increase a little bit and just go to the color correction and apply curves over here. Alright, drag the graph little bit up. Alright, just copy this both of the two effects, Control C, and paste it to another one and delete all these effects. And paste Control V. And I want to change the color. Here it's looking red and I want to change some yellowish color like that, orange to yellowish color, and decrease the amount to a little bit. And tweak this curve settings little bit. Alright, and just we can look it once, play the result and we can look it. And we don't have stop motion over here, we have stop motion in the main composition, that's why it's not at all giving the stop motion. Alright, and the next thing I want to change the text over here, and just go to the scene one once, and here it's the text is there, and go to the text once, and I want to duplicate this text and rename it as fried chicken text. It's alright, and just in this fried chicken text you're seeing one more comp, and duplicate this one and just jump into that one and rename it as fried chicken text pre-comp. In this pre-comp we are seeing another pre-comp called text pre-comp, and once duplicate that and go to the text and rename it as fried chicken text pre-comp 2. Alright, just I need to change the text here from burger to fried chicken. Reduce the size a little bit and go to this fried chicken text pre-comp, and I want to replace this comp with this comp, fried chicken text pre-comp. And just in the burger, just I need to change again the text from burger to fried chicken. So copy this text instead of typing and paste it over here. Alright, just now go to the main text comp and drag this composition here by pressing the Alt in PC and Option in Mac. Alright, just and place it in the center, and now go to the scene 2 once just go to the text here and type fried chicken text and replace this text with fried chicken text. Alright, and once we can play this one. And once go to the main composition. And now we want to drag this scene to this main composition. And place it below the adjustment layer. Once we can look the result. Alright, it's looking cool. And now I need to do the same process for the scene 3. We finished the scene 2 and now I'm going to create the scene 3. Just repeat the same process. Search type scene 2 and first duplicate the scene 2 and we will jump into the scene 3 here and we will start making this process. Just we finished this and we finalized this scene. In the next class just I am going to show you how to render this scene by using the media encoder. Thank you. Welcome back. In this class I am going to show you just how to render this project in using Adobe Media Encoder. So in the meanwhile, in between these classes just I created this text. Yes, I already teach you in the previous classes how to duplicate the text and how to change the text. Alright, just go back to the main. And I want to drag this text over here. And I want this text to be in the last. And I want to drag this text in the middle of the composition. I want this transition to keep as the alphabet for this text, so that I am going to duplicate this transition. And once just I want to solo it first. And I want to make this transition purely as white. For that I need to take one fill over here. And I want to change this color from red to white. Alright. And now I want to use an alphabet for this text, so that I am going to this transition I have to keep it on the top, and this text should I have to place it below the transition. And just now I need to go into this track mates and I need to select it as alphabet. So I want to place this transition according to that same time offset. Once I want to play the result and I have to check how its text is forming. Alright, it's looking cool. Before rendering, just I need to change some final touches. So I have to take a new adjustment layer and I want to give little bit color correction, very small color correction. Go to the curves and drag this graph little bit down. So I want the brightness should be little bit low. I want to take one more thing called exposure and just give the value to some around some 0.7 to 0.8. Just alright. Just and one more thing before rendering, just I need to take one more set time transform and give very little bit value of the scale to around some 101. Alright, just we finished everything, and before going into the media encoder, just I want to save this file. Just go to the file and save as. Just final. just drag this music over here into this timeline panel. You can use any of your own music. I'm using this music file. Just alright, before doing that, just this is in quarter mode. Just I want to keep it as full, just because I don't get the full quality. And now I'm going to, in media encoder, go to the file. We can see the add source. From the add source we can add, or else this plus button is there. Just if you click the plus button, you will see the same. And just now we saved this After Effects project file and I named it as a final, and just click it once. It's automatically this pop-up will open. It will take some time to load because we have a lot of compositions and everything is there. It will show after loading this one. Just alright, and just now go to the compositions and just go to the comps. Just here the main is there. This is the main composition. Just click OK here, and just here we can see the lot of formats are there. Just you can do it whether AVI, you can do it in HVC, Blu-ray or anything else, MPEG for anything else. Just I'm using H.264 and I want to, here the source is here. Just I'm using the source, the same source, stop motion slideshow project files. It will show there. And just once everything is finished, just click this start queue button and it will start the rendering. That's it guys. This course is totally finished. Hope you learned something new techniques related to stop motion and how to create some designing elements. Hope you enjoyed this course. See you again. Thank you.